Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel. Wanted to give you a little update because the construction engineer and the MUA just left, and I had to sit and process that meeting that we had. And I've been talking to the guy on the phone and still going back and forth, not knowing what's happening with the pipe that they want to run through my garden, pretty much. So we have a resolution to that, and I'm so glad about it. It's working out best case scenario. And I was just sitting here reflecting on everything, and I was thinking, wow, I feel so much better. It's been about 8 days since the construction back there started, and when it first happened, my system was rocked. It was really rocked, and I think that brought up some trauma, and I don't think it was trauma from this lifetime, but it could have been. But either way, I sat with it and allowed the emotions to come forward, and I used all the different tools that I have learned going through this process to help me process it and to help me remove it, actually. And I'm going to make another video about one of the tools that I use, because yesterday I was having a tremendous amount of anxiety, and it was because I had to have a phone conversation with the engineer from the project, and I was having so much anxiety, and I'm like, this call is not going to go well. So I'm like, okay, what are the tools that I have? So I have herbal remedies. I use lemon balm. I use my little lavender medicine that I make. Of course, I use cannabis as well for relaxation and for anxiety and calm my shit down. Now, I also make this tea. It's called Calm Your Shit Down Tea. And that's for, I originally made it for my kids when they are going through something where they're feeling extra anxiety, like a big test at school or a fight with a friend, or, it could be anything. So I made this tea blend. It works. It really works. It's amazing. And I sell it on my website, so you can check that out. But anyway, I'm getting off the topic. I tend to do that. I jump around. And I realized that after I watch back my videos. I'm like, wow, I didn't even finish that thought. So I'm becoming more mindful of that so that I can communicate a little more intelligently and a little more cohesively, and so that, people can understand where I'm going with this. But today is really just meant for an update, talk about how I handled some anxiety, and also I have been working on finding what is good, because you can probably hear the noise now, but you can probably also hear nature, which I love. So what I don't love are mechanical sounds. My ears are very, 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 very sensitive, very highly tuned, like to the point where, I can hear a musical note and I know what that note is. I think they call that perfect pitch. So my ears are very highly attuned. So when there's a lot of mechanical noise like this, that's sensory overload into my nervous system. So I had to use all different kinds of tools to balance this out. And today I was sitting here, I'm like, wow, it worked. It worked. But the amount of tools that I had to use to balance this out, whoa. But I think that is really what is required to live a higher dimensional life in a lower dimensional world. So, now I have all these tools, and I can help myself come back into balance and come back into peace, because that's what it's all about, is maintaining that inner peace. And this situation over here really knocked me from my inner peace. But I have these tools that, I was knocked out and then I came back. And I could even see it in my garden, because I didn't come out here for all that time, 8 days. And I will say 7 days, because yesterday my husband, I finally put the cry out to my husband, please help me, because I used to be able to take care of the whole garden myself. And no problem, come out here every day, prune everything, harvest everything, keep up with it. You know, I have a lot of different medicines that I make from this stuff. I save the herbs, I save the seeds, and I'm constantly repotting and replanting. But when this started, I completely lost all of that. I feel like I was bounced out of my body because I completely lost my path, and I was ready to give up, and I was ready to say, I give it all up, I'm done. Like I can't deal with this. But that was a defense mechanism, I realized. And that's the beauty of using mindfulness and meditation, is that I can observe my behavior and then I can make corrections. So that's exactly what I did. And now today, and I had a meeting. I had people in my yard, they're measuring, they're putting machines out here, you know, trying to find this pipe. And the best case scenario, they found the pipe where it needed to be. Now, they did remove some trees that they didn't need to remove. We're going to forgive that, because as I sit here, the only way to peace is forgiveness and acceptance. So if I don't accept what's going on out there, and if I don't forgive them for what they're doing, I'm not going to have peace. So that's why I made the sound video, the sound meditation video with the Reiki prayer. You can go to this is my YouTube channel. Scroll down and you'll see where I made a sound meditation to forgive these people for what they're doing. I don't hold them any grudge. And, you know, so that's the path forward when you want to maintain balance, inner peace, harmony, right? I try to live here in harmony with nature. Now let's talk about what's good. All right, I shared some of my personal story. Let's wrap that up. Let's go in another direction now, because I got to show you something. Look at this. Look at this. This is a gherkin. Now, I wanted to give you a comparison. These are the gherkins that I've been growing, and they grow right behind the camera here on the trellis. And this one I must have left and didn't see. And I've never seen a cucumber this big. And so, like, when I saw this, I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And then that puts me back into my joy and my happiness. Because things like this, they can get you down. They can knock you off your horse. I felt like I was knocked off my horse. Absolutely. Losing the path to the dream and the vision that I have for the space that I created out here. But actually, this has been a blessing, because now I can see the most beautiful sunset from my kitchen window, because before I had all trees completely blocking the sunset, and now the sunset is spectacular. So if I was still in a place of anger and frustration, I wouldn't even see the beauty in the sunset, because I was there. I know that. I didn't see beauty anywhere. You know, based on some life situations that I had and coming on my journey that I've been on, I really didn't see beauty very many places. So I knew that was part of my journey, is to find the beauty. And I really realized that I had to create the beauty, and that's my yard here. So I think that's where we're going to end it for now, for this video. I thought I would update you with that good news. So until the next video, I hope this finds you well, and I will see you later.